The Pittsburgh Steelers are off to a great start in 2025, beginning the year 3-1 and heading into the bye week with a firm grasp on the AFC North lead. A start like this doesn't come without top-level performers. Aaron Rodgers has thrown 8 touchdowns and is coming off an 18 of 22 performance against the Minnesota Vikings. Additionally, DK Metcalf leads the NFL in yards after the catch and has caught 3 touchdowns. And while the stars have come out in a big way for the Steelers, the glue guys are equally as important when it comes to doing the gritty work that doesn't show up in a box score. The biggest glue guy on the Steelers' offense is wide receiver Ben Skowronek, who also serves as one of Pittsburgh's best special teams players. Skowronek caught Rodgers' first touchdown in a Steelers uniform against the Jets, which is still his only catch of the season, and he couldn't care less about it. "As long as we're winning, I don't really care," Skowronek said via Teresa Varley. "I just like playing football. I could have 5 catches in a game. I could have 1, I could have 0. As long as we're winning, I really don't care." Skowronek has been the ultimate unselfish dirty job guy for the Steelers since arriving last season, and his mentality is the kind that brings teams together. The wallet for Pittsburgh Steelers safety Deshaun Elliott is a little lighter this week after he received a fine for violating the NFL's uniform and equipment rules. It is safe to say Elliott is not happy with the fine. The veteran safety took to Instagram to post his grievances. Elliott wrote a very strong message, tagging the league and NFL's Players Association as a caption to a picture of the letter he received from the NFL notifying him of the fine. "Count your expletive days. Y'all worried about the wrong things," Elliott wrote on the Instagram post, via Steelers Now's Chris Ward. "Let's fix things that actually mean something." The letter that Elliott posted said he received the fine for wearing a black towel against the Minnesota Vikings. Rule 5, Section 4, Article 6, Item 5 of the 2025 official playing rules of the National Football League states that towels, provided they are white-only, licensed towels approved by the league office for use on the playing field. Players are prohibited from adding personal messages, logos, names, symbols, or illustrations, read Elliott's letter. A player may wear no more than 1 towel. Players are prohibited from discarding on the playing field any loose towels or other materials used for wiping hands on the football. Streamers or ribbons, regardless of length, hanging from any part of the uniform are prohibited. Steelers Deshaun Elliott receives fine for black towel. It's worth noting that it's unclear if Elliott's black towel had a message. But the league's letter said nothing about Elliott having a prohibited message on the towel. Presumably, the Steelers' safety received the fine because his towel was black, not white. The NFL fined Elliott $5,797 for the violation. According to Spotrac, Elliott possesses a $2.04 million base salary this season. That means, for the black towel violation, the NFL fined Elliott about 5% of his game check for Week 4. Elliott stars for Steelers' defense in Week 4. The towel surely had nothing to do with it. But Elliott, who made his return from a knee injury Sunday, played very well against the Vikings. The veteran safety posted 6 combined tackles, including 1 tackle for loss. Elliott also had 2 quarterback hits, 2 pass defenses, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and an interception. But putting aside his level of play, Elliott was very relieved to just be back on the field during Week 4. "When my knee got hurt, I thought I was out for the season," Elliott told ESPN's Brooke Pryor after the Steelers' victory against the Vikings. "To be able to come back and play with my guys, knowing that my energy is contagious, knowing that my aggression is contagious. I know when I'm running with PQ, Patrick Queen, TJ Watt, Cam, Hayward, all of us, I know we're going to hunt." Elliott returned just as the Steelers lost veteran cornerback Jalen Ramsey, who left Week 4 with a hamstring injury. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Jerry Duloc reported Monday that Ramsey is expected to miss multiple weeks. The Steelers have yet to update Ramsey's status, but Elliott being back, black towel or not, has to give the Pittsburgh coaching staff some feeling of relief. The Steelers could also get back cornerback Joey Porter Jr. for their next game. The team will host the Cleveland Browns on October 12th in Week 6. Moving on from Pat Freiermuth might have seemed crazy at the start of the season, but it's not too outlandish now. The veteran tight end used to be the top player at his position for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he has struggled to find a role on offense through the first 4 games. Perhaps the bye week will allow him to recover and find a groove once the team returns to play in Week 6. It has been a disappointing start to the campaign for Freiermuth, and it'll be tough for him to rebound with limited opportunities. Pittsburgh has a loaded group at the tight end position on the roster. Both Jonas Smith and Darnell Washington have played significant roles on offense. Freiermuth has seemed to take a back seat to those two this season, which is troublesome. Sending out the former star player of the Steelers would likely draw significant criticism from their fans. They love this player, and it would take a significant trade for them to accept this potential deal. General Manager Omar Khan remains in significant trade rumors as the deadline approaches. Freiermuth could be someone Khan considers moving if the right offer comes across his desk. Pittsburgh Steelers GM Omar Khan could trade Pat Freiermuth to boost his roster. Don't expect any imminent trade, as moving Freiermuth would shake up the locker room. They added Jonas Smith to the position this offseason, and he could help fill the pass-catching void. Offensive coordinator Arthur Smith appears more comfortable with Smith anyway. It's a rich talent pool of tight ends, and they could afford to lose one of those players to upgrade a weakness. No one expected Khan to trade Minkah Fitzpatrick this past offseason, but he did. He is willing to make whatever deal makes sense for the Steelers. Their roster could use some upgrades to varying positions this season. Those include safety, linebacker, offensive line, and wide receiver. While some of those needs are more urgent than others, Khan continues to search for solutions. Freiermuth is considered to be one of the better tight ends in the NFL, and Pittsburgh loves him. Parting ways would be difficult, but if it brought back a similarly talented player who could help address one of their weaknesses, it wouldn't sting as much. The times of hanging on to a player because the fans love him are over, and Khan must do his best roster management to help the Steelers win games. Ideally, the best outcome of trading Freiermuth would be landing a solid receiver to help DK Metcalf, or a safety who can finally replace Fitzpatrick. They have talented players to replace Freiermuth this season, and they don't seem prepared to use 3 tight ends at a time. Roles are starting to shrink, and that could force Khan into making some brutal decisions.